Hello and welcome to Megazord Radio, the weekly, definitely not weekly show where we cover and rank episodes of Power Rangers. I am your host, Crow Royalty, and as always, I am joined by Riely.
I don't know why it takes 25 seconds of processing time for you to remember to say your name and then say my name.
It took me two.
After we did this intro fucking 1 minute ago, and you did the same thing.
Okay, here's the thing with that. My brain had processed that I already did it, and then didn't process that I had to say my name again. That's where
you said the thing again. So why would you not say your name again?
Because I was reading off the fucking intro because that's easier to do and wasn't thinking about the shit that I had to add on to the end of it. And that's
oh my god.
I have the processing speed of a fucking 1992 Dell computer.
Well, folks, just real quick, formal apology for the missed time. I would say there's a split on whose fault it was. I'd say it's about a 95-5 split in favor of a particular bird-based person. But you know,
Finals are a bitch.
You're a bitch.
And Thanksgiving is next week.
Correct. Which is why we're doing the show Saturday instead of Wednesday.
Yep.
And then I have to edit it in one day. And it's a Cosmic Fury one, so I know you're going to be salty the whole time.
Oh, definitely. But the major salt isn't even in that episode. The major salt is in the episode after, I think.
Is it that quick? Because I assume the major salt you're talking about is that guy who's in the other show and now he's in this show.
What guy?
The guy that you don't
girl?
like. Oh, no. The guy who's in a different show.
No, the major salt is about the girl.
Okay. I thought the major salt was about the guy from that other show in the suit. That's not correct.
Oh no, that's a different major salt. there's a lot of major salt thrown around for that. You had to specify that the suit wasn't correct for me to realize who you were talking about.
I thought there was only one particular guy you were very salty about.
There's a couple.
Couple particular guys?
There's a couple. Well, it also depends on what you count as guy, I guess. But
okay.
The first major salt that we're going to come up on that I have the time, or that I have the brain matter to rant about, is the girl who I have major salt about.
Remember what we talked about? Criticisms levied in a reasonable manner.
It is a reasonable manner.
Okay, well, I mean, that's yet to see.
I've already explained my reasonable manner to you once.
You think I fucking remember? I haven't even watched the show, because I waited like I was supposed to.
Motherfucker, I had to see how they fucked her up. I had to see how badly they fucked it up. They fucked it up.
It's the one show I'm gonna get to react to blindly on this podcast. Besides, I guess the next time they do a new one.
Well, you'll get to react to Ninja Steel?
No, because I'm definitely gonna watch that before we get there.
You don't have to.
Yes, I do, because I already determined that I'm gonna watch all the Power Ranger seasons. It's too late.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you a date for when you have to finish it.
No, as soon as possible.
I want to watch Ninja Steel with you so that you can rant about bad writing and I can rant about bad ninjas.
No, because I have a podcast to listen to with Ninja Steel, and if Zio is any indication, I'm gonna have to do a lot of waiting to listen to that podcast.
You can watch Zio with you. Without me, I don't care.
But I don't want to, because I want you to watch Zio.
I'll watch Zio.
I don't believe you, because you also said you'd watch Dragon Ball.
I now have the means to watch all of Dragon Ball. Just period. So, what did you think my plan was after I finished Dr. Stone?
Fucking Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone is the shit, my guy.
I don't know about that one.
Motherfucker, fuck you. Dr. Stone is the shit.
Maybe if you get rid of the, it's accurate.
You're fucking Stupid. You're fucking stupid. Just God, fuck you.
Never seen anything Doctor Stone related in my life.
Yeah, you need to actively watch the first episode because the first episode is like amazing in its entirety, and I love it so
I
much.
don't believe you.
It introduces like who might be my favorites of the
Listen, I'm not.
characters that we meet
My anime life is booked up
with.
because Scott Pilgrim Takes Off comes out tomorrow. The Scott Pilgrim anime.
I'm sorry, the what?
The Scott Pilgrim anime. You haven't heard about this?
No,
They're doing a Scott Pilgrim anime, and they got the original movie guys back to voice the English one.
there is no way.
Yes,
There is no
the
way.
entire cast.
Holy shit, they did. What the fuck?
Yep,
They got Chris Evans on here.
motherfucking Chris Evans.
They got fucking Michael Cera. They got Brie Larson. They
Yep,
got Brandon Ruth. That's a damn good pull, if you ask me. They got Anna Kendrick.
dude. Yeah,
I don't know what Anna Kendrick's doing nowadays, but
being very
Brandon
hot
Ruth is
still,
a
I'd
really good
assume.
pull. What was the last movie Anna Kendrick was in?
I don't know, fucking Pitch Perfect 2. What was the last movie Anna Kendrick was in?
That's what I'm looking. Oh wait, I forgot she was in Trolls.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Yeah, she is. I think Poppy, the main character.
Fucking trolls.
Yeah, Anna Kendrick is Poppy. That tracks.
Oh my god.
She's also in Alice,
Yeah,
Darling.
she's still in plenty of movies.
Yeah, she's still in plenty of movies. A lot of them I've never heard of.
And now she's in Scott Pilgrim
Wait,
Takes
Anna
Off, the
Kendrick
Scott
is in
Pilgrim anime.
Paranorman? Fucking what?
Yeah,
There's. Did she play the blonde chick?
I don't know.
Yeah, she plays the blonde chick. I'm like having to fucking go through and try and figure out who Anna Kendrick plays in all of these movies.
Enough about fucking Anna Kendrick. Let's talk about Gung Ho, huh?
Gung Ho. That's what you do with two pistols.
I don't
Oh,
think
that's
that's
akimbo.
true.
That's akimbo. Never mind. Gung Ho is some Call of Duty perk. I forgot what it does though. I think that's two primary weapons, if I remember right. Someone in the fucking comments correct me because I don't remember where this was or what game this was a perk in Call of Duty, but it's a perk in Call of Duty. I remember that very
Why are we
clearly
talking about Call of Duty? Can you tell me who
because we're
wrote and
talking about Gung Ho, man.
tell me who wrote and directed Gung Ho and when it aired so I can fucking start reading these notes?
Gung Ho was written by Mark Hoffmeyer and directed by Robert Hughes. It aired on October 25th of 1993 and re-aired on July 31st of 2010.
Man, I can't wait for After a Star is Born when you can stop fucking saying that. Not a single human being still cares about the 2010 reversion.
I give no fucks.
Nobody cares. It's not real. Okay, so shut up. Silence gets cut out by magic robots. You don't need to point it out, you bitch.
Neither the fucks do you, and yet you still did it.
But you were about to say it, so I had to nip you in the bud by
No,
saying
you
it
fucking
myself.
didn't.
Well, either you
You,
were gonna say it or I was gonna say it, so I wanted to
no,
say it
you
so I could
called
be
it
better than
out
you.
earlier when I fucking stuttered on saying my name because my brain lagged for a minute.
Yeah, because that was funny.
No, it really wasn't. It's gonna get cut out.
Because you
Nobody
did
else needs to
because you
know
did
that.
half the intro, and then you just stopped, and I was
Because
like,
I
wait a minute.
blanked and I was like, what the fuck do I say now?
What do I say now? It's not like anybody needs to know who I am or anything.
Everybody knows who I am already, so what do I say?
That's not necessarily true. Any episode could be somebody's first.
Yeah, but I don't feel like somebody's gonna start on Wheel of Fortune and Gung Ho.
They don't know. They're just starting on whatever the fuck we end up calling this episode. Stupid title.
A Call of Duty perk. I'm sticking with that.
Definitely not calling it that.
Why?
I don't want to put the name Call of Duty on anything I make.
Fuck you.
Unless it's a video of Call of Duty, which is something I did once.
Fucking what?
I
What
guess
game did you?
twice. I streamed one. I don't even remember which one it was.
God.
I streamed it at a friend's house. And then
Hey guys, everybody comment that Riely should have called this episode Gung Ho.
That's what the episode is called.
No,
That's what the
Gung
real
Ho.
episode's called.
No, listen to me. Gung Ho, the Call of Duty perk.
Shut up.
That's what this should be fucking called.
So we start at the juice bar on a sign for the Team Ninja Finals. I feel like it's a little early for that, but okay. Tommy and Jason are sparring. They clash, and then they start shit-talking immediately. Jason says, I could have had you, man. Tommy immediately rebuts with, nah, man, I pulled a kick. And then Jason says, I really like the delivery of Jason being like, no, look at it this way. Listen. But before he can argue further, Zach yells, hey, to break it up. He says they have a lot more work to do before the Team Ninja Finals. Billy is also there. He has created a training plan on his computer, and it will get them fit in no time if they can learn to cooperate. Jason thanks them for managing them, but assures them he has a lock on this Team Ninja thing. He hits them with a check it out, and he and Tommy start to spar again. He throws some punches, throws a spin kick, and Tommy's like, yeah, it's pretty good, but your punches need some work. And he comes at him with his own punches and a high kick, which Jason does a dodge roll, does a Dark Souls. There's more fighty.
He does Dark Souls.
He does a little bit of Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. That's now a contender for fucking name for this episode.
Jason gets Tommy in a headlock, but Tommy's able to push him off. And they both end up falling to the mat at the same time. Zach kneels down to them and says that this is supposed to be a team competition. Jason and Tommy just kind of look at each other. Then we cut to them training with some... I wrote down, then they're training with big double batons or some shit. Crow, did you know what these are? Because usually you do.
Fucking bow staffs. What the fuck?
But they have like big fucking bits on them, right? They're like giant fucking Q-tips.
Okay, so have you never been to like a fair?
Not one with bow staffs.
Okay, so what that is it's a fair game, basically.
Okay.
The goal, those are like specific. Those are modified bow staffs that are designed to be used for a fair game. You can also find it a lot at like trampoline parks and shit, for what I found. But basically, the goal is just to knock somebody off of their platform with them. Why they're using them in this context, I don't know.
Yeah.
This context, it doesn't really make just be used regular. But in the context of what those are just carnival bow staffs, basically.
Yeah. Probably just the prop they got their hands on.
Probably.
So they clash for a while before Tommy shows that he has an opening to Jason's face, but stops short of hitting him and says, gotcha. Jason says, good. Gets him in the chest and says, got your back. I feel like the little, and then like Zach and Billy are like upset. I feel like this little rivalry is very playful. Like it seems like Zach and Billy are kind of overreacting.
I mean,
but
it
seems like
also,
pretty friendly like competition.
But also, like, you shouldn't be competing with your teammate.
Yeah, but like when you're training, competition's a good motivator when you're training.
But also, like, okay, I can kind of see Billy's point is if you're competing too much with your teammate, that can end up like fucking up your chances of a team-based event, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but
because
they're
you'll
also
still be in
part of a
competition mode.
team-based superhero team where they beat the shit out of monsters together every week. So I think they're used to working together.
Not really, Tommy. No.
Well, Tommy's been in the show for a while at this point,
What?
like 6 episodes or something.
6 episodes? Yeah, that's not nearly as much as everybody else, and Tommy disappears for half of it.
That's true. You have a point.
Tommy's not very much of a team player, if you ask me. He disappears for most of it.
So anyway, they do wooden swords. They start clashing. Zach tells them to move together. They do like a routine together for a second, but then they go back at each other immediately. Kim and Trini walk in, and Kim asks, "How's what the fuck is going on with my body?" I'm
Your
having
body
a
wants to
moment.
shut down.
It's not shutting down. It just had a throatal issue for a moment. Kim asks how it's going. Billy says they're having a bit of trouble developing their teamwork. Jason and Tommy have stopped for a breather, but Jason turns to Tommy and says, "Hey, check this out." And then they go at it again. Hey, check this shit out.
And then they go at it again.
Jason leg sweeps
Hey,
Tommy and
that's what
knocks
we
him
need. That's what
down.
we need to call this show now. It's just, hey, check this out, and then we go at it again.
Tommy says, "Oh yeah, I got that beat," and hits up with his sword. Then kicks Jason in the chest, and he does a move to knock him down. Then Trini tells them, "Hey, you guys, you got to do a gung ho." And Tommy doesn't understand. Neither does Jason.
Neither did I.
Trini explains that gung ho means working together in Chinese, and she says they'll have to do a gung ho if they want to win the Team Ninja finals. So very important that they do a gung ho.
Hey, Riely. Hey, Riely. You know what? You know
Yes,
what we can take out of this episode?
that we got to do a gung ho.
That we got to do a gung ho better.
We got to do better gung ho here on the show.
Yeah.
Do better gung ho on the gung show.
Riley needs to get some gung hos.
True. We cut to Casa de Rita. While they're fighting each other, her new super putties will kill them and stuff. And that's that's what we got for Rita. We go back to the juice bar. Tommy's got a punch catching glove. Jason is punching it. There's also some kicking going on. They start arguing about how the other punched and or kicked wrong. Zach yells, "Hey!" again to break it up. Billy says they only lasted 7.8 seconds that time. Suddenly we hear the laugh
Well,
of
that's
one.
longer than Riley lasted, so.
Suddenly we hear the laugh of one Farkas Bulkmeyer, and he and Skull enter in weird outfits. Skull has two of the bow staffs, and Bulk has a golden hat that says manager on it.
That sounds like that feels like something you would walk in wearing, Riley.
I don't know about that. Bulk says, "It looks like your boys need some work." Skull adds, "Yeah, a lot of work." Zach tells him not to worry about it, because Tommy and Jason are ready. And Tommy and Jason do a tough guy fist clap. Bulk says they better be, because his ninjas are the best. And he snaps his fingers, and in comes two fully dressed ninjas, flipping in.
His ninjas are the best jizz.
Trini is impressed by the heavy competition. Bulk says they're gonna win, and he only manages the best. Now it's time for their workout. The ninjas have a brief stare down with Jason and Tommy before they get on the mat. They start doing some ninja moves. It's pretty cool. Kim says they look like pros. One of them breaks a board. Billy says they are extremely proficient. Zach says, yeah, and they're good, which is really funny. Jason insists he could take those guys by himself. Tommy says he could also do that, but doesn't sound entirely sure of himself when he says that. It's now wood sword time. They do some cool moves. They do some clashes. Bulk calls for them to stop. They stop and give their swords to Bulk. How did Bulk and Skull come into possession of these ninjas? By the way, where did they find them? Why are they listening to them?
Because Bulk has shoe money.
True. So Bulk tells them to power kick. They kick a punching bag really hard. Bulk brags about them being super ninjas. Catch it now on Nickelodeon.
God damn it! You stole my joke, you fucking asshole. You fucking asshole! You stole my goddamn joke. You knew I was gonna make that shit.
I had no idea that there existed another human being who remembered super ninjas. No, I really didn't.
Super Ninjas is my shit, man. Wait,
So
hold on,
the
real quick. How many Okay, you know how much of a fucking weeb I am. Did
okay,
you not think that came from a variety of sources?
I'm sure it did, but I also know that Super Ninjas was a one-season show that almost nobody
Two,
watched.
2 seasons.
It got 2 seasons?
It got 2 seasons.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Super Ninjas was my shit, you dumbass. It was that, Power Ranger Samurai, and fucking Ninjago that got me interested in Japanese shit.
See, two of those I understand. Well, yeah, two of those I understand because I liked one of them as a child, even though I don't like it now. The other one's just pure Kino. So anyway,
What?
the,
Hold on, what?
what do you mean?
Pure Kino? What?
Yeah,
What?
you know what Kino is? I've explained Kino to you.
I do not remember what this motherfucker means.
Listen, I don't know the exact definition
And
right now off the top of my
which one are
head.
you referring
It's
to?
something
That's the other
particular. It
question.
just basically means it's good. And I'm
Which one are
talking
you?
about Ninjago.
Recent seasons, that is not true.
Well, I never specified recent seasons.
Well, by recent seasons, I mean anything after season 5.
I don't think I've seen anything after like season like 3 or something. So
Season 4 is the tournament arc with all of the elemental masters, and season 5 is, I think, Ghosts.
I
And
definitely
then
never saw the tournament arc because I would have been super into it and remembered it if I saw the tournament arc because I love tournament arcs.
season 3 was the Techno Ninjas.
I
Season
think I
2 is
got to the
Stone
Techno
Army.
Ninjas.
Season 1 is the Snake People, and then there's the pilot movie, which is like one of
When does Lloyd become the Green Ninja?
season 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he becomes the Golden Ninja in season 3.
Wait, that's one fucking season that he becomes the Green Ninja? I feel like there were like fucking 70,000 episodes before that happened.
No, okay, he is the Green Ninja, but then he gets basically his super mode.
Well, I don't care. I don't know that. I'm talking about just him becoming the Green Ninja.
Yeah, he's the Green Ninja in
I feel like
season
there were
1.
like a billion episodes before he became the Green Ninja.
No, not really. It's kind of late into season 1, but it's in season 1 because the elemental weapons choose him in season 1.
I hate that shit. I hate that they tricked us.
Oh yeah, it should have been Kai,
I hate
100%.
I hate the marketing was like, which one of them will become the Green Ninja? That it was none of them. It's
Yeah, it should
bullshit.
have been Kai fighting
No,
him.
it should have been Zane.
What the fuck? No, Zane is a robot.
Listen, I didn't know that at the time, and now that I do know that, he's even cooler.
Zane's cooler as the ninja of ice because how did a robot get elemental power of ice?
Is
Because
he
if that shit,
ninja?
because listen to me, if that shit melts, bro, Zane's fucked.
He's waterproof.
No, he's not. Not in season 1. They kind of
Wait,
retconned
did they
that.
find out he's a robot in season 1?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
pretty early on, I might add.
What the hell? What is this weird memory of Ninjago I have where I feel like there were like fucking a bajillion episodes before Lloyd was the Green Ninja before they knew Zane was a robot?
Hold on, I'm gonna look up how many episodes there are in Ninjago season 1. Internet load. There's only 13 episodes. What the fuck?
This definitely doesn't happen in season 1 then. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, because
Maybe the robot thing happens, but Lloyd definitely doesn't happen.
the season 1 is called Rise of the Green Ninja, and excuse me, Rise of the Snakes and Legacy of the Green Ninja.
Yeah, they learn about the legend of the Green Ninja, but that doesn't mean he shows up.
See, okay, season 1, for how it has always been shown to me, is the entirety from the first episode after the pilot movie up to the episode where they defeat the Great Devourer. That is season 1. And Lloyd is definitely the Green Ninja by the time that they defeat the Great Devourer.
I see. So anyway, after they kick that bag,
he becomes the Green Ninja in season 1 because season 2 has art of Lloyd as the Green Ninja in season 2.
so maybe it happens in season 2. You ever think
No.
about that?
Because season 2 is...
Okay, I don't care about Ninjago anymore. This is too much.
Yeah, season 2 is Legacy of the Green Ninja, which is the Stone Army arc. I was right. Fuck you. I know my Ninjago lore.
So anyway, the Bulk and Skull happens. The punching bag hits Bulk. Everybody laughs, because that's what happens. They get hit or otherwise fucked with. We go back to Rita's. She's telling him to hurry up with those super putties. Regular style putties are grabbing pieces of the big clay ball from the last episode. Lunk says it will make the putty patrol, what's the word? Babu says unbeatable. Lunk responds, yeah, and they won't lose either. Never change, Lunk.
Never change, Lunk.
Finster says there's nothing in the Rangers' arsenal that can beat the super putties. Rita is pleased. Finster says just a few more and it will be complete. Rita's excited to totally destroy the Rangers for real this time. No takesies backsies is totally gonna happen.
Yep, totally.
A bit more hyping of the super putties before Finster starts cooking them. Rita laughs evilly before we cut to Trini and Kim walking somewhere outside. Trini's talking about how awesome Bulk's ninjas were. Kim says that Tommy and Jason are going to have to learn a gung-ho if they want to beat them. Trini says Zach is going to practice with them all day. Suddenly, putties! Hey, by the way, playground fight, it's a playground fight! Hey, everybody, it's a playground fight! Brr, 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 it's a playground fight! We got a playground fight over here!
I feel like you put that joke into your script.
No. I just wrote playground fight, by the way. The rest of that was improv.
Bruh.
The girls start fighting, but they aren't doing very well. Trini gets knocked down. Kim goes to check on her. Trini says, these guys are tough. Kim agrees. They're like a whole new breed of putty. Whoa!
Yeah, because they're totally not a whole new breed of putty.
Kim calls Zordon for help. Then we cut to the guys. Tommy's holding a punching bag. Jason is punching it, but they both seem to be very tired. Tommy tells him he blew that last combination. Jason defends, saying he was tired. Beep, 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 beep. Jason answers. Zordon tells them Kim and Trini are being attacked by putties in the park, and the boys head out. They run to the scene. Kim is fighting them off, but they aren't staying down. Billy goes to help Trini up as the rest move to fight. Zach runs up a slide, and a putty comes after him, also up a slide. Zach punches it and sends it down the slide. Kim swings on a pull-up bar and kicks one. Zach kicks another putty down the slide. Kim swings off and kicks another one. Very good playground fight. Very good environment usage. Tommy is fighting, but he's being overwhelmed. Same for Jason. Eventually, the Rangers retreat from the putties and gather together. Jason says they should go to the command center and redupe. That's not the word. Regroup.
Redupe.
So they do.
Redupe.
They arrive.
Need to do a redupe.
Shut up. They arrive, and Jason tells Zordon that they've never had this much trouble with putties before. Zach asks what the deal is. Zordon says they are super putties and points them to the viewing globe. Zordon says they are made from the super putty, Rita mind, and are nearly invincible. Alpha reports that the putties are attacking a factory. Uh-oh. Not a factory.
No.
Zordon addresses Jason and Tommy and says he's sending them on a quest to get the weapons that can defeat the super putties. He tells the rest to go hold them off. The putty fighting team morphs and heads out. Zordon tells Jason and Tommy they'll have to work together to complete the mission. He gives them each half of a map and hopes the power will protect them and all that shit. Tommy confidently states that they'll get those weapons. Then we go to the fight. The Rangers confront the Super Putties. There's a whole fucking bunch of them. Zach says they should all try to blast them. They do. It didn't do nothing. They start kicking, punching, and blading and shit, but there's nothing. Nothing happens. Meanwhile, Jason and Tommy are on their quest. Jason has found a marker from the map. Tommy walks over and criticizes Jason, stating that he found the marker since he couldn't have done it without his half of the map. Jason just dismisses it and says they should proceed, since they seem to be on the right path. Back at the command center, they're being watched on the viewing globe, and Zordon says they're nearly there. Alpha thinks that putting those two together was a bad idea. Zordon disagrees, as he gave them this test deliberately to teach them the value of working together. Alpha just hopes the other Rangers can hold on. Ay, and such.
Ay.
Speaking of the other Rangers, they're getting beat up. Trini says the Putties are unbeatable. Rita gloats from her palace. Back with Jason and Tommy. Tommy points something out, saying it must be what Zordon sent them to get. It's pedestals with the 5 main dinos on them. Way to leave Tommy out of his own quest.
Well, Tommy couldn't do fuck. Why can't I say that? Tommy couldn't do shit with these fucking slingshots if he wanted to.
Why not?
Blade Blaster.
Which he doesn't have.
So he can't do shit.
What are you fucking talking about? They don't go on the Blade Blaster, they're their own thing.
They combine with the Blade Blaster.
What?
Yeah, these fucking slingshots combine with the Blade Blaster to form...
No, they don't. They're their own blaster.
No, they for the finishers and shit, they combine with the Blade Blaster for a stronger weapon.
How?
Craig left.
Yeah, I know. It already happened. Once.
This is the second time it's happened. But yeah, these fucking slingshots go on the Blade Blaster for, like, finishers and shit to make a big gun, kind of like the Turbo Navigator and the Turbo Gun.
I see.
Remember that?
I do remember that, in fact.
Yeah, the slingshots do basically the same thing, which is really weird in my opinion, but it does not look that bad, actually, I might add.
True. So Jason says it's too easy and they start heading up, but suddenly, big white dinosaur Zord. He shoots lasers at them. That's a problem that they're doing that. Jason and Tommy run away. An avalanche starts, which presents further danger to our heroes. Tommy asks what that thing is. Jason doesn't know, but he does know. It's morphin' time. They morph. Jason says he'll take care of the land lizard and starts climbing to face him. Tommy's like, hey, wait for me! There's more dinosaur lasers. They knock Jason and Tommy down. Jason and Tommy check on each other and lament how strong their enemy is and how he almost finished them. Tommy says if they don't get up there soon, their friends will be finished by the putties. White Dino roars menacingly. Jason says that he has the strength to get up the hill faster than Tommy, but he's better with his sword. But Tommy is better with his sword. If they work together, they can beat him. Tommy agrees. They gotta do some gung-ho.
They gotta do a gung-ho, guys.
They gotta do a gung-ho. Jason hands the power sword over to Tommy. Tommy says he can't let Jason go on unprotected, and for the first time ever, Tommy lends his dragon shield to Jason, which is always an awesome thing when that happens.
It's a battleizer.
Shut up.
It's a battleizer. Or at the very least, a super mode.
No, it's not. Because it's not a super mode for Tommy. It's just
not
hey,
one
bro.
for Tommy, but it should be one for Jason.
But it's not, because it's Tommy being like, hey, bro, I have this thing on my chest. You can have it now. If it's not a super mode for Tommy, then it's not a super mode for Jason either.
That's just Tommy's thing. That's like, fucking, what's his guy giving Marvelous the fucking, Gokai Gold Mode key.
I haven't seen all of Gokaiders, so I don't know what you're talking about. So
the time that Troy uses the Super Mega Force Gold mode thing.
I haven't seen Super Mega Force since I was like 12, and I definitely haven't seen all of it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Also, I
Uh,
sent you a picture of the
I don't
Thunder
care. Shut
Slinger
up.
combined with the Blade Blaster.
So anyway, Jason thanks him. Tommy dismisses the need for a thank you with, "Hey, we're partners, right?" And they get ready to move in. Tommy runs in. Jason follows close behind. Tommy and White Dino have a laser exchange that does not end particularly great for our good friend Tommy. Jason is climbing. He almost comes down to help Tommy, but Tommy insists that he's fine and tells him to keep climbing. Just keep fucking get up there. Get the fuck up there, Tommy. Or
Run, Tommy,
Jason,
run!
rather. To Tommy's on the ground.
Run, Jason, run! Because you made me fuck that up.
True, I did. It was all my fault.
Run, Jason, run!
Jason tells him to cover him and keeps going. White Dino shoots some lasers at Jason, but its attacks are deflected by the dragon shield. Tommy does a laser at him, but it does not seem to do anything. But it does turn his attention away from Jason. Then Tommy gets lasered again. Jason arrives at the pedestals and opens a chest. And there's fancy little guns that very clearly says Jew Ranger on them.
Yes, very clearly.
Clear as day. Jason yells to Tommy that he got them. Back to the other Rangers. They're still not doing very good. Zach rallies the others as they get up from the ground, saying they can't let the putties beat them. Suddenly, two putties are shot, and they actually die. Holy shit. The other Rangers look up, expecting Jason and Tommy. They are correct. They've got a high vantage point, and they have the new cool guns. They throw the others their guns. The gun operates via a little pull lever. Zach orders the others to fire at will, and then basically they start blasting. The putties are defeated. Jason cheers that Rita has lost again. We go back to Rita. She's groaning and pouting about her headache. You get it.
As always.
We go back to the juice bar. Tommy, Jason, Zach, and Billy all enter. Tommy and Jason are shirtless, showing off their Jesus-ripped bods. Zach encourages them, Zach encourages them, saying they can do this if they work together. Bulk Skull and Bulk's ninjas are there. Bulk greets them and calls them losers. They're heroes, not the ninjas, obviously. They walk away. Zach says not to listen to them and that teamwork is epic and cool and all that stuff. Billy says they score more points when they operate in unison. Zach says the essence of martial arts is self-control and discipline. Martial arts. I was doing the Power Rangers martial arts song where it goes. You know that one?
The what?
You know, when they do like martial arts in Power Rangers, sometimes it goes like it makes like the Japanese like you don't remember that?
No.
Sometimes sometimes when they're like doing a martial arts class, like I think it happens in the first episode when they're showing Billy the moves. Like they do like a martial arts move and it does like it makes like it's like the traditional kind of like Japanese like kung fu music sound where it's like
You mean a mandolin?
it's like it might be a mandolin and it goes like when they make a move and then they make another move and it goes like
okay. Oh, that's the common stereotype is that the mandolin is associated with martial arts for some reason, which I do not understand because it's not what it's associated with in any like shape or form. But it's a thing that the West has popularized.
I see.
I can't wait to get to samurai so I can pick everything apart.
God, I will be dead, thankfully, by the time we get there.
Well, no, you won't be dead by the time we get to Ninja Storm,
Mercifully.
so I can just pick Ninja Storm apart.
Why would you do that? Ninja Storm's great.
Because of the guitar, quote unquote.
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you, it's not a guitar. Very clearly not a guitar.
I'm karate, I'm a fucking nerd.
Fuck you, it's my special interest, so you can suck my dick.
It's my autism, and I get to pick the special interest.
Exactly. It's my autism. That might be contingent for an episode title. God damn it!
Oh, I made a joke and I didn't even know that I made the joke. I didn't even read it. I made a funny Asian stereotype joke. I didn't even know because I read it wrong.
What?
When I said that Zach says the essence of martial arts is self-control and discipline, I wrote it down as discipline.
God damn it, Riley! Damn it, Riley! This isn't South Park.
Discipline.
Welcome to Shitty Walk.
So they meet up with the ladies. Trini asks them if they're ready. Tommy says they are, and that they finally learned how to do a gung ho. Jason agrees. Beep, 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 beep. Jason answers, and Zordon commends them for a job well done with the super putties. Jason thanks him, but asks if they'll have to fight Titanus again, which is the name we are hearing for the first time, but Jason somehow just knows. Zordon says Titanus was just a test, and he's actually a valuable ally and friend. Okay, real quick. Zordon. Buddy. You're an asshole. What the fuck?
Yes, he is.
The other Power Rangers are out getting steamrolled by super putties, and you've got one of your fucking dinosaur friends shooting lasers at Jason and Tommy for fun. What the fuck?
I would do that too.
Anyway, the time has come.
Now, granted,
for them to fight.
I would have sent the entire team just to get shot by dinosaur lasers.
Fair.
Because that would have been way more funny.
It's a goddamn dinosaur laser fight.
Dinosaur laser fight.
In space with Shaw. Good song. Good song.
A very good song.
So anyway, ninja fight time. They hang up on Zordon, and Jason and Tommy enter the ring along with Bulk's ninjas. Tommy and Jason bow. The ninjas do not. Disrespectful. Fight begin. First up, Jason
That is
goes,
illegal.
You're illegal. First up,
That
Jason.
In a martial arts.
I understand. Part of
the rules that you have to do that.
So Jason goes one-on-one with a ninja. He's kicking ass because he's Jason Lee Scott. Tommy encourages him. Kim and Trini cheer from the audience. The ninja briefly get one over on Jason, but he quickly regains the advantage. Bulk is frustrated about the events that are currently transpiring. Then the first ninja is defeated, so it's time for a switch. Jason goes to fight the second one, but Tommy's like, I got this. He gets in, Jason gets out. Tommy is also awesome and also does a winning. Ninja does land a big power kick, though. But it ain't enough to take down Tommy goddamn Oliver, and he keeps winning. Bulk is mad. Tommy wins. Now it's bow staff time. I literally wrote, the note says, now it's bow staff time, which, how is it a bow staff? And then in parentheses, unless Crow explained already. What you did, so... So Jason,
you knew it was going to be a bow staff. That's really funny.
No, they said it was a bow staff, and I was like, how is it a bow staff? And then I was like, in parentheses, unless Crow already explained how it was a bow staff, then don't say that.
That's so much funnier. Just fuck.
So Jason fights a ninja. He winning. He does some cool staff moves. Now it's Shinai time is what they call it? Is that it? Is that what the wooden swords are?
Shinai? Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, Shinai.
Okay.
It's okay, so remember in Power Ranger Samurai where they use those bamboo swords?
Yeah, I always thought those are just called like kendo sticks. That's
No,
what I've
those are
known them
Shinai.
as.
Those are the proper name for them is Shinai. That's what they're trying to emulate here. I don't remember if they actually had fucking Shinai as the props though.
So anyway, Tommy jumps in to take the sword round, or the Shinai round rather, and then guess what happens? He wins.
I was about to say he loses,
Trini cheers gung ho from the audience. Tommy wins,
which
and
is
now
dumb.
gung ho. We gotta do gung ho.
Hmm.
Tommy wins, and now it's time for the final round, doubles combat. Jason jumps in the ring. Zach tosses him a shinai. Tommy and Jason do a gung ho, and they dominate the competition. The competition is over. The judges will make their decision momentarily. Then the other Rangers cheer and compliment Tommy and Jason. Trini says, "Way to gung ho!" to compliment their exemplary ability to do a gung ho. Ernie presents Tommy and Jason with a trophy because they won, obviously. Jason and Tommy cheer and high five. Bulk orders Skull to get water for the ninjas. He goes to do so, but splashes Bulk instead, because of course he had to get gooped in some way. Everybody laughs. End of episode. That's it. That's gung ho, everybody. We sure did do a gung ho today.
Sure did do a gung ho.
We sure did.
Sure did.
So, who's your favorite character in gung ho?
Zordon.
Why?
Being a little dick.
Do you like that about him?
It was funny.
Okay,
It was funny. You gotta admit, it was funny.
fair, fair. I want to give it to Jason, because he was the one who kind of had like the game plan. I also really liked his line delivery of "No, look at it this way." so,
No.
so
Look at it this way.
I'm gonna give it to Jason.
Okay.
What about favorite scene?
Favorite scene, just Zordon giving a line delivery of he is a powerful ally.
He's actually your friend. I just told him to fuck with you for fun.
Yes. Just that entire thing. The other thing that I thought about saying was just the entire Bulk and Skull scene. But
That's
then I'm
pretty
like,
good.
nah, this is funnier.
I think my favorite scene is just the training at the beginning, because I like the kind of semi-friendly rivalry, which does devolve later into like real arguing, but it starts kind of like cute. I like that. So that'll be my favorite
The
scene.
start of a trope I expanded on in another writing project I did.
Nobody cares about your writing projects.
No one cares about your opinion.
True. So now we're gonna rank it. I feel like it's definitely top half. How do we feel about this episode compared to?
What is the top half currently?
Well, there's 21, so the top half is basically the top 10, and then kind of number 11,
What's
which
number 11?
is number 11 is the split flower.
I don't remember shit about that episode. Fuck.
Neither do I. So this one's probably better than that one.
What's the episode above it?
Trouble with Shell Shock, I do remember, and I feel like this one's a little
No,
better
it's
than that
not
one.
better than Trouble with Shell Shock.
Why not?
Cannon Turtle.
Who cares? It's
Me.
better than yeah, but that's all it has going for it. This one has like character shit for Jason and Tommy. Fuck off.
Yeah, but is it better than a turtle with a cannon for a head?
Yes.
No.
As are several other things.
No, there's nothing better than a turtle with a cannon for a head.
The fuck you. This is better than Trouble with Shell Shock.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That's the only thing it has going for it is a good
That's
monster.
the only thing I currently remember. If I were to rewatch it, I'd probably keep the same opinion, despite.
It was a good episode, but I don't think it's as good as Gung Ho.
I don't think Gung Ho is.
This one is important. This one is important to me. I like this one a lot.
If it weren't for Trini yelling, "Do a Gung Ho" every 5 minutes.
It's funny. It's funny to me.
Really not. Turtle with a cannon for a head is funnier.
It's just a good monster. That's all it is.
It is an amazing monster, man. Until we get to like Jungle Fury, where there's a crow monster, you're probably not going to find a better monster design, in my opinion.
I think that's extremely wrong.
Oh yeah, name one.
I could probably name like a
You got to
million if
name
you
a
gave me a
monster of
minute.
the week that is a better design than a
A
turtle with
monster of the
cannon.
week that is a better design than the Colonel with cannon in its head. And I have all of the rest of Mighty Morphin up through fucking Jungle Fury.
Yes.
Uh, let's see.
Let's see. Let's see if you can name one that I actually know.
I'm really bad with monsters of the week, so I'm trying to think. What about Nauticon?
I like Nauticon for his story, not his monster design.
Okay.
His monster design is literally hentai monster.
What about Scalarina?
Who?
The hyena monster from season 2, who looks dope as hell.
I have no clue who that is.
Well, look it up, Scalarina.
Galarina. Do. Yeah, no, I don't like this monster design nearly as much as I do Turtle with a cannon for a head.
Okay.
It looks like a basic like horror monster or like video game boss. And that's part of why I don't like it as much as Turtle with a cannon for a head.
What about Lieutenant Gravestone or whatever the fuck he's called in Power Rangers?
Who is that?
He's the Gravestone. But in Die Ranger, he's like Lieutenant Colonel Gravestone or like some sort of official military rank.
Hold on, I'm googling this motherfucker. Oh my god, if this motherfucker's actually real. Oh, it's giving me his gravestone pictures. Hold on.
Look up Gravestone Die Ranger.
I looked up Lieutenant Colonel.
It's not actually Lieutenant Colonel Gravestone, but it's some sort of like military ranking. Just look up Gravestone Die Ranger.
Company President Gravestone.
Oh, fuck. That's still funny though.
That is still funny, but Turtle with a cannon for a head is still better.
What about?
It's partially because the gravestone just has an eye there that throws off. If it was just a gravestone for a head, it would probably beat it, but the eye ruins it.
Pumpkin Wrapper.
Yeah, no, Turtle with a cannon for a head.
Fuck
All
you.
day. All day.
He doesn't do clever raps and rhymes.
Again, I like him for the character, not for the monster design.
God damn it. Fucking Diabolico. Do generals count?
No, generals don't count.
Oh yeah, you said monsters of the week. Shit. Fucking.
Now, you do also have some of Jungle Fury that you can try and go into. But you gotta remember what episode the crow monster shows up.
God, what are fucking monsters of the week? Jesus, why can't I remember any of these motherfuckers?
This is really funny.
Definitely not binging Power Rangers monsters right now.
I know.
I'm definitely not going to grunrunger.com.
The Grimmerger.com?
There's like a Power Rangers fan website and it's like greenranger.com, but they got rid of all the like vowels, so it's grunrunger.com.
Oh, Google.
grunrunger.com.
Oh god, this is real.
I'm not just making this shit up.
Oh no, I thought they wouldn't. Okay, so I figured that the link said that, but I didn't know the title of the fucking website was that. Okay, Power Rangers Monster Guide. Monster list.
What
Okay,
about vacuum cleaner org?
fucking what?
Power Rangers Wild Force.
I know what an org is. I'm looking up vacuum cleaner org now. God damn it. I don't know what this
Vacuum
motherfucker
cleaner
looks
org. That
like.
guy's fucking cool as hell. Look at this guy. Like a fucking vacuum cleaner org. He's cool as shit.
What the? Why? I don't like this.
You don't like vacuum cleaner org? What are you fucking? What are you
It looks
insane?
like a snail. That's the weird part about it, but it has horns. That's what's throwing me off about this is the snail looking motif, but he's supposed to be a vacuum cleaner.
What about Creature? He's very funny in comedy.
Like creature for the fact of his fucking wiki. You know this.
What about Copy Otter? He goes copy, and he's a, he's
what
a
season
he's a
is that?
he's a pepper and an otter and a copier.
Copy on her?
Yeah, he's in Dino Thunder.
Oh, this motherfucker. I don't like this design.
Copy.
I find him funny because he just says copy. But I don't like his design
Wait,
very
there's a monster in Dino Thunder who was not named other than Bald Loser.
I'm sorry. What?
There's just a monster called Bald. It's in quotes, so you know it was like an insult that like Connor hurled or something. But that's his only name. It's his only identifying.
He looks like a bald loser, yeah. There's also Blueface.
There's also Chinese Green Dragon.
I'm sorry.
Wait, why does it say Lord Zed? Why is Lord Zed here?
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, does it just have all the fucking villains because they're in fucking Legacy of Power? It does.
Oh.
Just has
What
a
is
shit.
Zeltord?
What is what?
Oh, this motherfucker, you.
Oh yeah, Zeltrax had his Zelzord.
Yeah, and then they counted Sergain. God
He's in
damn
the
it.
crossover, yeah. Zergain. Zergain sucked. Zergain was nothing.
There is not a good design.
Zergain had some cool like fight scenes, but that's because it's fucking. How do I not remember? Shit! I watched Ninja Storm more recently than fucking Hurricane. I don't remember his actual name. Fuck. What is it? It's very close to Zergain.
Zergodon?
No, it's like it starts with an S instead of a Z, but it's very close. I just
Oh wait,
Google
no, there is one more.
If I just Google Zergain Sentai, will I get what I'm looking for?
There's one more monster design that I like more than Turtle with a cannon for a head before we get to Jungle Fury.
Sargain. I forget how it's pronounced, but
Do you want to know who that is?
who?
Matumbo. Which I'm not sure if he counts as a monster of the week. That's.
Metumbo.
Do you know who Matumbo is? If not, I won't count him. But he's from Mystic Force, and he's rather important. Yeah, he definitely doesn't, because he's important as fuck.
What about
Yeah, no, never mind.
fucking?
Matumbo doesn't count.
What about Mad Mike?
Who?
Mad Mike from Turbo.
Who's... God damn it, making me go through all of these trying to figure out what the fuck. Gotta go to M's. He looks like he has a ball sack for the back of his head.
Very rude. Don't say that about him. He's sensitive.
Hard hairball.
What about Trentosaurus? I don't know his name. What is his real name?
Trentosaurus is a badass design, but it's not better than Turtle with a cannon head.
Oh, it's called the White Pterosaurus.
Yeah, it's called the White Pterosaurus.
Okay, enough. Enough.
You're just struggling because you can't find somebody.
I think this episode's better than Trouble with Shell Shock. And I think the fact that you can provide me with no reasoning besides the monster is cool.
Oh wait, I forgot about Dragonizer. Dragonizer is actually pretty cool. That's somebody from Overdrive. That's a pretty
Wow.
cool design. He has a pretty cool design, all things considered. I have no clue what Zord he's based on though. But Dragonizer has a pretty cool design. Do you even know who Dragonizer is?
No.
Damn, that sucks. Turtle with a cannon for a head is better than this episode.
You can't just... If you don't have any other reasons, then this is bullshit.
Just because I don't have every episode of Power Rangers memorized.
Yeah. I remember more of Trouble with Shell Shock with you than you do, and I like
Give
the
me a
episode, but I think this is a better
quick
one.
debrief, real quick, just because I'm struggling.
Fucking Squat and Babu want to make their own monsters. So they steal fucking one of Finster's turtles and they stick a traffic light in his head and they cook it up. And
Oh yeah, this episode was better. That episode was better than this because of the fucking Lunkin Babu content.
I was thinking about that.
The Lunkin Babu content makes that episode.
But this is Jason and Tommy content, and that's what I'm really here for.
And I'm here for the Lunkin Babu content.
You suck.
You suck a cock.
Fine. Coming in at number 11 is Gung Ho.
The fact that neither of us could remember the previous number 11. Where does
No,
David
I do kind of remember number 11. I know in Spitflowers when Kimberly does a cool arrow.
Oh wait, Spitflower was the hentai monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that I remember it based off of whether or not it's a hentai monster or not. Okay, so we've ranked it. Now we're on to what, next episode?
Yep.
Wheel of Misfortune, written by Mark Ryan and Cheryl Saban, directed by Terrence H. Winkles.
It's Winkless. Come on now. There's two S's.
Oh yeah, it is Winkless. Sorry. This episode aired on November 1st of 1993, then re-aired on August 14th of 2010. The intro plays and Rita does a misquote. First things I wrote, because I'm sticking with that joke. We start in class. Principal Kaplan tells them to redo something, and Billy then walks on screen.
Wait, did you just make a joke about the fucking theme song in episode 14?
Yeah, because we've made
Okay.
this joke before. And this is the first time I'm actually doing the notes myself.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Where
We
we've
did it-
kept my notes.
We did it for the body swap episode.
No, you took the notes and I read your notes.
That's not true.
Yeah?
Why is there a baby frog in my door?
In what?
There's a baby frog in my house on my screen door right now.
Damn, that's weird.
How did this happen?
I don't know.
How did this frog get here?
I don't know.
Why is there a fucking frog in my house?
I don't know. But then in all capital letters, I wrote, "Oh, it's a play," because apparently my brain did not recognize that while I was taking these notes.
I see.
And then the next note is just Jason is a prince, Kim is a princessa, Trinity's off to the side, and Skull is a jester. Apparently, Jason's character is misogynistic. And yeah, he kind of was. Huh?
Shut up.
I said Jason's character that he's playing is, not that Jason is.
He's not just because he's talking to a little girl and he calls her a little girl. Doesn't mean he's misogynistic.
Women must do the manual labor. If not, Kim gets locked up in a tower.
Yeah, because her father said she could spin straw into gold, so she better fucking deliver.
That's a little misogynistic. and here's where the Amy Jo Johnson, like, me kind of being somewhat rude to Amy Jo Johnson actually starts happening. It goes, Amy Jo Johnson is acting really well immediately, as always. Maybe a little overacting, not gonna lie. I then realized last night that she's overacting because she's playing a teenager who's in a play.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
so
makes their acting
brilliant acting.
really fucking brilliant. So there's that.
An Oscar for Wheel of Misfortune.
An Oscar for Wheel of Misfortune, a show that aired in the 90s. Over 30 years ago now, God.
Yep.
Whatever will I do? Whatever will I do? Just in bold letters.
Whatever will I do?
Bulk then yawns. Bulk messes up his lines and doesn't have his costume, which Kaplan asks him about. I then on its own separate note, put this play is Rumpelstiltskin, I think.
Wow.
I
What a
did not
fucking
recognize
amazing observation.
that. I did not recognize that when I was taking the notes. I was like, what play are they doing? And then I realized it midway through this. I'm like, yeah, this is Rumpelstiltskin, isn't it? Kim is dramatic. Bulk goes, wow, bummer.
That's a bummer, babe.
No, he goes, wow, bummer. Like, word for word. Trudy and Billy are disturbed by Bulk being terrible at acting. Why would he be good at acting?
Because he's in the play.
But it's also a high schooler, and they know who Bulk is. Trini and Billy, I already said that. Bulk shakes the wheel thing, which I did not at the time recognize was a spinning wheel. For some reason. I had not yet recognized that it was a spinning wheel. So, and then Kim's like, be careful, you're such a clod. Bulk tells Kaplan that she's making him mess up his lines before frantically spinning the wheel so fast that Kaplan goes bald. I didn't read that all the way through, but before actively saying it, so that caught me off guard. Bulk cackles at what he's done, and Kim yells at him. Bulk ruined her spinning wheel. You ruined my grandmother's spinning wheel in all caps on my note.
my brother's spinning wheel.
Says Kim, despite it being
very important to
easily
me.
fixed if any common sense is used in the situation.
What do you mean?
Take the wheel off, grease it, put it back on.
Fair enough.
Bulk actually looks sad about it, while Kim continues her rant. Skull is still happy, which makes me think he doesn't know how to process emotions properly.
Your future wife is sad, Skull. Be sad.
The joke there was me starting to think, does Skull have autism? That was
Wow.
the thought. That was the thought at that moment.
Welcome to game theory.
That was that was the thought with that note entirely. But then immediately, or wait, hold up. Oh yeah, but then immediately goes and taps Bulk on the shoulder with the fakest look of disappointment I have ever seen in a Power Rangers episode. Cut to Rita's palace, and Rita is making a weird spinning wheel joke. I did not write down what the joke was, apparently.
What? Wait. What weird spinning wheel? Now I'm curious. Why would you write that down and not write down what the joke was?
I don't remember.
What was the weirdest spinning wheel
I
joke?
don't remember. But that's what my notes say.
Okay.
And now we're at the juice bar. Kim walks up to Birdie, and Birdie asks why she's sad, since it's not like her. Kim feels bad about her Grammy spinning wheel. Not like any wheel can spin or nothing. God damn
What?
it. I wrote, not like any wheel can spin or nothing.
What the fuck?
I don't know why.
What is that sentence?
It's Kim feels bad about her Grammy spinning wheel.
But
Okay?
it's not like any wheel can spin or nothing.
Exactly. That was the dumbass joke there. Birdie asks what happened, and Kim literally goes, I don't know. It's stuck
Who
or
the
something.
fuck is Bernie?
I have no clue. I think my autocorrect is just correcting Ernie to Bernie, and I didn't catch it.
Fuck is Bernie? Hey, what's up, Bert? You know Bernie, my friend that I've always had. Let me talk to
Okay, let
Bernie.
me finish this, okay? Ernie asks what happened, and Kim literally goes, I don't know, it's stuck or something, rather than the very obvious, Bulk broke it, in all caps.
You
Kim
broke
can't
my
face-
spinning wheel. That happens to be very important to me.
Kim can't face her grandmother ever again, and it will ruin the play. One of these things might not be true, or might be true, the other is not.
Yeah, it
Don't
won't
worry.
ruin the play.
I think she can talk to her grandmother. Her grandmother probably knows how to fix it.
Maybe, could be.
And then, in all caps, I need to point this out, okay?
I
I
know.
need to
I
point
know how to fix it.
this out.
Step 1, turn it evil. Step 2, kill it.
Okay, let me finish. I put in all caps, "Oh look, it's Tommy." There you go,
Oh, look,
Riely.
it's
I did
Tommy.
it. And no, 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 no. I put in parentheses. There you go, Riely. I did it.
What do you mean?
The "Oh look, it's Tommy" thing. Apparently, I don't know.
What the fuck are you on about?
I don't know, but this was really funny and is like the attention grabber that I had in these notes while I was rereading them earlier.
You never
Tommy
cease
asked
to
us,
amaze me.
huh?
I'm perpetually taking new co-host applications. By the way, everybody,
Go
this
ahead, replace me. I
this
dare you.
position is temporary, waiting to be filled
Anyway,
by a better
Tommy
applicant.
asks what's wrong, to which Bernie or Ernie answers him. I don't know why I said Bernie that time. And Kim says it's always been special to her grandmother. Tommy tells her to not be so bummed about out and that he can fix it. So that's why Tommy is in this episode. Got it. Tommy and Kim go back to look at the spinning wheel at Rita's palace. Rita wants to steal the spinning wheel to make a Monstar. I don't know why I put that in caps, but it is Monstar. What the fuck was I thinking?
Like Space Jam?
I don't know.
Wait, have you never seen Space
Probably,
Jam?
probably that's what that reference was. Maybe
You've
because I
never
did
seen
watch.
Space Jam?
No, I had watched Space Jam earlier that day,
Oh,
and
okay.
that was probably fresh in my mind,
I
and
say
that's
that
why
even
I
though the
wrote
first
it.
time I saw Space Jam was in 2020. So,
The first time I watched Space Jam was in 2023.
oh,
Anyway,
I
and
saw it in theaters because it was just after the theaters opened from COVID, and they didn't have any new movies, so they were playing old movies. So I got to watch Space Jam for the first time on the big screen.
God damn it, what did I write here?
Oh my
Okay.
god!
And now Goldar says it's gonna be the Wheel of Misfortune. Well, that sure is a wheel of misfortunate events. Rita does a laugh.
Actually, the show's not going to proceed until I get a new co-host. Actually, I've decided now.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I
Wheel
thought
of
about
misfortunate
using that one
events.
because that one was dumb so much so that I caught it. I don't know why I wrote that. That might just be in there to fuck with Riely. Back to the school, putties show up with Goldar and they steal the wheel. What?
Fucking wheel of misfortunate events. God damn it. That's the name of the episode now.
How is that funny?
I don't know. It just is, okay? Fucking sue me.
You that long to get it?
No, I got it the whole time. I was just like, it's awful. It's a terrible joke, but it's also very funny.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes awful jokes are funny.
That one was apparently really funny to you, and it's very concerning. Okay, back to notes. Kim appreciates Tommy for him coming to help her. Then Tommy is a gentleman and holds the door open for her. I then in parentheses wrote simp. I, I don't know. I
You
just
read
did.
something in parentheses by that. Don't state that it's a parentheses. You just like side say it. You're just like, Steve. If I had done these notes and I had made that joke, I'd be like, then Tommy is a gentleman and opens the door for her, simp. Just like slip it in there.
Yeah, but it's way funnier to call out the fact that it was in parentheses because I don't remember if this was supposed to be a side thing
I don't
or I
think
just wasn't supposed to say
I
it.
think you're incorrect on that. But continue.
And then I'm like, oh no, the wheel is gone in all caps.
Oh no, my broken wheel.
It's gone.
The
Back to the juice
table
bar
is
in a fade cut.
broken.
Back to the juice bar in a fade cut that was definitely not where a commercial break should have been.
Bow, 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 bow. That's the sound it
Tommy
makes.
tells Kim to ask around like a sensible individual, to which Kim says, "We're never gonna find it." They do, in fact, proceed to ask around, with no luck. Bulk and Skull are there, and Bulk does something to make Skull go insane on some popcorn. What the fuck did he do? Oh, it's a bug. I had to rewatch that clip 6 different times to understand what the fuck he actually did. Tommy walks up to them and looks pissed the hell off, but asks about the spinning wheel. Bulk tells Tommy that he was broke, so Skull spun him some money to buy a soda. And
Oh yeah,
Skull's
that
like,
was a good line.
huh?
Yeah, that was a good line. I liked that.
Yeah, that is a good line, but
You just
uh,
read it in the most like droll,
because I
not
was
drawing
very
any
confused.
attention
I
way
thought,
possible.
okay, because I was confused about what I wrote for a minute.
See, I was
Okay.
broke, so Skull here, he spun me some money so I could get a soda.
Anyway,
How thoughtful of
and
him.
Skull is back to going ballistic on some popcorn. What the hell is wrong with you, Skull? And then
And
in
then
its own,
Tommy in the most like fucking like
hold
tough
on, hold
guy
on. I have to
90s
shut up,
mafia
Riley.
movie
Riley, shut up
fucking
for a minute.
like,
Let
hey,
me say this. This is its own separate note, I might add. I swear, the green lightning eyes need to come back for this episode. Bulk would learn his lesson, but Tommy just asks again in a more serious manner. Then Bulk says he hasn't seen it. I swear to fucking God, the lightning would have been so useful here.
I mean not really.
Yes, it would have.
Okay.
Make Bulk run into a wall until he fucking gets or gives the information.
I'm glad you trampled my mafia movie joke to be like they should bring back
Yeah,
this
because
thing
I
from
want to
old
read my notes. You
episode.
do that to me constantly when I'm trying to say something and you are trying to read the next note before I say it. So shut the fuck up. Back to Rita, she uses the spinning wheel to summon Spickle from Kamen Rider Gotcha.
Oh my
You don't get
god.
that shit. You don't get that joke. Back in the juice bar, Kim is depressed, but the other Rangers sit with her and also look just as depressed, minus Trini, who looks at Kim in a way I don't think I should bring up. Kim looks around confused because her
Wait a minute,
friend.
wait a minute. Run that back, run that back. I didn't even make out what you said. I fucking told you you needed to draw particular attention to this scene and like what it meant, you
Yeah,
motherfucker.
there's like a whole ass paragraph. I wasn't done with the paragraph.
No, but just that part.
That's not the whole part. That's not even the joke. The joke is literally the next line.
I'm not talking about the joke. I'm talking about how fucking wholesome this is. How this is an extremely cute and good friendship moment that I loved a lot, and I told you to
There's
make
a
sure to
lot
draw
of
attention
attention on this.
to.
There is a lot of attention on this if you will let me read the fucking notes.
Okay, go.
Let me read the fucking notes. Back at the juice bar, Kim is depressed. Then the others sit with her and also look just as depressed, minus Trini, who looks at Kim in a way I don't think I should bring up. Kim looks around confused because her friends are all equally as depressed as her now, except Trini, who smiles after Kim looks away from her. And then in its own little blurb, I write, "Is this gay? I swear this feels gay." I know it's the 90s, but it feels so fucking gay in this scene. And yes, before Riley goes, it's the 90s. They couldn't do that then. Boy Meets World, Corey and Sean are most definitely fucking gay.
No, they're not. They both marry women.
I wrote that as its own fucking blurb.
Yes, and that has nothing to do with what I wanted you to draw attention to, so my point still stands.
That's not the whole blurb about the entire thing. That's just its own separate blurb within
Okay,
the blurb.
keep reading then. Jesus.
I had to point that out because that was the joke. Kim then smiles and looks at Trini, to which Trini asks, "What's the matter?" And everyone is instantly not depressed anymore. In the fucking, I agree. That is a cute ass scene. I fucking agree. What else I was really supposed to say? I did not really know.
Well, you shouldn't.
Besides,
You
it is
shouldn't have gone
wholesome.
through a whole fucking diatribe and moved on from the moment before you said the
The
scene was
moment
cute.
is the moment is Kim or is Trini asking what's the matter. That is what the moment was for what I was watching. Now, granted, there
No,
is the
the
whole bit
moment is
right
when they
before it.
all do the cute little mocking of doing the exact same fucking depressed pose that Kim is doing.
I say it's cuter
They
when,
all
or
sit. They all sit down and mimic her exact pose, and that's them being cute.
yes, but also no,
Okay,
because you and I have different like beliefs on this scene, despite it being the same scene that we both watched.
that is what happened.
Yes, it is what
Despite-
happened, but that's not the cute part about it to me. The cute part about it is Trini's actual concern after that event. And
Oh yeah,
that's what was cute to
that's like
me.
the normal friendship shit, but like the fact that they all just like sit down, the way they just all like
I
cutely enter the scene to like cheer her up, they just like all do the same thing.
it just had Kim concerned. It wasn't necessarily cheering her up. It was just concern
She
on her
wasn't
face.
concerned. She knew what they were doing.
That looked way more like confusion to me.
She had a little bit of a smile on.
Because Trini was
She
smiling at her.
looked around and she was like, "Aw, they're doing the thing. That's
I then
cute."
in I then in sarcastic quotes put, I don't think they were actually depressed like Kim was. Kim tells them what happened, and we cut back to the moon in all caps. Goldar tells Rita where Tommy is, and he sent the putties. And now we're in the park with Tommy. Putties show up and start fighting. Tommy fights back, kick their asses. They
True.
then he does an obviously not reverse flip back up to where his bag is. Then he ends
What?
up losing the fight by them tripping him and tying him up. Oh, that's why he's not in the
Oh,
episode.
welcome to America's favorite game show.
No, I've made that joke twice. That's the second time I've made this joke. He made the most rookie mistake ever and put his communicator in the bag.
He was like, "What? I put it back."
Beep 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 beep.
The way he delivers it too, he's like, "What? I put my communicator back."
Yeah, that's hilarious. It was. Then we get beep 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 beep. The Rangers walk into their inconspicuous location. Why did I write that word? And talk to
Inconspicuous?
Zordon. Zordon says, "Morph to the command center." That is word for word what he fucking said. He said, "Morph to the command center."
Which I can't even give him credit for that because it could be argued. It could be argued through certain contexts that to morph to somewhere is to morph and then immediately teleport there. But they don't morph before they go to the command center, so it doesn't even work in that context.
No, it doesn't. So I'm just over here like, what the fuck? And in all capital letters, the note beside that says, "What?" Just what? To the command center we go.
Whoa!
Mystery. It's Rita, obviously. I'm now on the third page of notes. He catches up to the gang, or he catches the gang up to speed on Rita's plan and what's happening. Now it's time to go fight Spickle. They can only beat Spickle by breaking the spell by outsmarting it. Before they can help Tommy, they gotta attend to Goldar and his first wife. And it's morphin' time. They fight Goldar and his first wife, getting their asses handed to them.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Why first wife?
Scorpina.
Yes, his wife. Why
Rito.
specify first wife? That's his
Rito.
husband.
That's his second wife, is the joke.
But it wouldn't be his second wife, it would be his husband.
Yes.
He had a wife, and then he realized what his true feelings were, and he got a husband.
The joke is that what the joke is kind of weird.
You could have said future ex-wife,
I could have,
and
but
it
I
would
don't.
have
I
worked.
did put first wife in the notes, and that's the part I'm slowly regretting. But it's in the notes, so I'm not going to try and change it on air. uh, Rita says something evil, then commits insta-lose on her part. I wonder what that means. And Scorpina is in a hot chick in gold armor. What the fuck? She also looks like a ram now, sorta. Which I still don't get.
I don't know why you think she looks like a ram.
She had horns that were like spiraled.
She had horns?
Yeah, she had horns on her face and looked like a goat.
Okay. Sure.
Hmm.
Okay, Grandma, let's get you back to bed.
She almost stops the Rangers, but it's Megazord time! Again, and still lose on Rita's part. Goldar throws a giant net on the T-Rex sword. Wait, is Rita gonna win this? Like, actually, though? Goldar's gonna
No.
finish him, but Scorpina attacks first. Trini helps out with a weapon from Voltron.
What is this Team Rocket ass shit? Fucking throwing nets all over the place.
I love the fact that you don't acknowledge the fact that Trini helps with a weapon straight out of Voltron.
Yeah, I don't care. And this is probably a
Jason
dumb
tries to commit
reference.
the ultimate sacrifice. Tommy knows what he has to do. Lots of Tommy grunts and shaking of his hands trying to break the rope, which works. Very many question marks after this. Very many question marks.
He just figures out how to like.
No, the ropes fucking snapped.
Yeah, because he rubs it against the tree to like wear it down.
Not really.
Yes, he does. That's literally what he
Anyway.
does.
No,
That's
his
what
hands were like
happens. He
2
rubs
inches
the.
away from the thing. Anyway,
What do you
Tommy then.
mean? What are you talking about?
Can I read
What
the fucking note?
happens is he's tied to the tree and he
Yeah,
moves
his
his fucking.
hands
He
We're
shifts his
not
little.
right up
He
on the
shifts
fucking
his
tree.
wrist around so that it rubs up on the rope so that the rope snaps.
His arms were not. His fucking ropes were not right up on the fucking tree. Anyway,
Okay, that's called it was filmed in the 90s, okay? It was filmed in the 90s for a budget of fucking $2 and a Subway coupon, okay? They didn't shoot it right, but you could tell what they were going for.
anyway. Tommy then plays the ultimate "I'm smarter than you" move and tells the putties he feels sick. To which the
Putties, oh, I feel so sick. Putties, help me.
I'm gonna puke. To which the putties immediately go to
They
check
go
on
up to like poke the it's not even they don't go up to him when he's crying. He like pretends to like pass out, and they go up to like confirm the body. And he's just like, "Gotcha, bitch!" and fucking kills him.
And this is where I go. To which the putties immediately go to check on the man, and Tommy kicks their ass.
Very
Tommy
true.
gets his communicator, and Zordon tells him to form Ultrazord. Dragonzord time.
Gotta go form Ultrazord.
Dragonzord saves Jason.
Gotta do an Ultrazord. Gotta do a Zord Gung Ho.
You gotta do a Zord Gung Ho.
Got all the Zords got a Gung Ho together to make this happen.
Okay, so Dragonzord saves Jason, and Spickle arrives, ripping into the Dragonzord and T-Rex Zords. Or the Dragon and T-Rex Zords, sorry. Jason says, "Power up your crystals!" And the Megazord is formed.
2, 1, power up! Let's do it!
Megazord tries to fight Spickle and fails. Dragonzord gets his ass handed to him by Goldar.
You gotta stop calling him Spickle, because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking. Are you talking about the Wheel of Misfortune?
Yes, the Wheel of Misfortune.
Okay.
The Wheel of Misfortune is Spickle. Dragonzord gets his ass handed to him by Goldar and Scorpina. Titanus time. Look on fire all weapons! Destroys Spickle immediately.
Shoot our 70,000 cannons at him!
Scorpina and Goldar fade away. We end the fight on the normal Megazord. Back to the moon. Goldar loathes his defeat. And now we're back at Angel Grove High School. And the wheel magically returns and works. Very many question marks yet again. Zorda mansplains the reason it's back. I don't know why I said that, but I did, and that's a very funny sentence to me. Bulk and Skull are in their room watching a movie, that gets interrupted by a news alert about the battle. Kaplan walks in and tells them that tells them to get their sorry asses down to the stage. The curtain is up. Tommy blatantly flirts with Kim in the worst way possible. I don't remember what he did.
You need to write these things down, Crow.
Yes, I do, but for my first time actually taking notes.
Second.
No, you took notes for the fucking body swap episode.
I don't think I did.
Yes, you did.
Okay. What was the body swap episode? Go look.
I'm not going to look right this fucking second. I'll look in a
pull up
minute.
the Megazord radio channel. You just have to look for when Punk Kimberly comes up on the thumbnail.
That's not the same episode.
Yes, that is the... Wait. Isn't it?
No.
It's not the same... Wait a minute. God damn it. Hold on.
I'm looking at Megazord Radio now.
Now I'm all mixed up.
Punk Kimberly is the episode with Babu.
Wow, that really narrows it down.
Like, the very important Babu episode. The Babu episode that I really like.
The episode with Babu. Oh, so most of them?
It's Cause of Death, Punk Kimberly.
I'm aware of that.
Body swap episode. Wasn't it the emotional scarring of Zach Taylor that was the body swapping episode?
The emotional scarring of Zach Taylor. For Whom the Bell Trolls and Happy Birthday, Zach. No.
What was the body swapping episode called?
I think the name of the actual episode is literally just Switching Places.
I don't remember which one is switching places. I forgot we have an episode called Crabs. Oh no, it's episode 8. It is Crabs.
Oh, it is Crabs. Okay.
It is Crabs.
Okay, it's episode 8. Let me see if I have notes for MR8. MR8 notes.
Because I remember you had to send them to me.
I have notes for Dark Warrior. Oh, yeah.
Fucking told you, bitch.
I feel like you've done notes before, though.
No. Not that got kept.
Either way. Proceed.
Anyway, Tommy blatantly flirts with Kim in the worst way possible. Again, don't remember what
Who knows how.
Amy Jo Johnson acting in a believable fashion this time. Don't know why I put that down because she was acting good. Bulk forgets his cue again.
I think maybe you were criticizing that very exaggerated wheel reaction, which I understand.
Yeah, that might have been what I was.
Spin wheel. That was very important to me.
Bulk finally goes on stage. Bulk tries to kiss Kim, then immediately rips his pants, doing what he's supposed to. End of the episode.
You didn't even mention how they had to fucking Bulk had stage fright. They had to push him on stage.
I thought it was just he forgot his cue.
No, he knew he was supposed to go out there, and he was
remember
he wouldn't go, and they had to fucking push him on stage.
It being him forgetting his cue, because that's what it looked like again, and that's what I wrote down was he forgot his cue because it looked like he just forgot his cue.
It seemed to me like he knew he was supposed to go up there, but didn't want to.
Nah, it looked to me like he just forgot his cue again. Anyway, who was your favorite character this episode, Riely?
I don't know. I don't remember any of the characters because you just read your notes in fucking hyperspeed and kept no attention to anything. Fucking...
You're gonna find my answer surprising.
I guess Tommy.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Oh, what was your favorite scene?
No, don't fucking rush. I have to write this shit down, asshole. This is why we try to talk about it for a second, so I can fucking write it down.
I'm calling these notes the Wheel of Misfortunate Events.
That's what the episode is called.
Yeah. such a dumb joke that I didn't want to read it, but then I read it anyway. And you laughed way too hard at it.
Yeah, Tommy was super supportive the whole time. He was gonna fix the wheel. He went and
We
did his
got to play.
he
We
did his
got to play
mafia
the why
act
is Tommy
on
not going to be in this episode game twice this episode, guys.
that part sucks, but then he did the buddies buddies. Oh man, I'm having a real bad time over here.
Yeah, but
Buddies.
we got to play the why is he not going to be in this episode game twice, and I thought that was really funny.
Nah, I don't. I don't like that part, but this is
No, I
good.
thought it was really funny that they did a fake out with it though. That's what I thought was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, oh, he's gonna fake it out by, fixing her spinning wheel. No, he doesn't.
He wouldn't blow off being a Power Ranger to fix her spinning wheel.
If he's a really dedicated boyfriend, I think he would.
He's not a boyfriend yet.
Yet. But he's
Anyway,
definitely trying. But he's definitely trying.
anyway, I usually try to keep my favorite scene and my favorite character separate. But like, come on. It's putties oh putties.
My
I am
favorite
sick.
scene is Kim's overacting. In a very believable way for why she would be overacting.
Actually,
That
I
I
think I
did
kind of
not
like.
process.
Actually, I will separate it from my favorite character. I'll give it to Kimberly on stage, getting really mad at Bulk. Just the whole stage play, actually, because she's like, "Oh, where's Rumpelstiltskin? Where's Rumpelstiltskin? Rumpelstiltskin!" and
She
then,
never said his name. That was the
yes, she
thing. It's like,
does.
not until after the note that I was just like,
Okay, yeah. Oh, you're talking about your note. Fuck off. I don't care.
no,
But
no,
she's.
the where's Rumpelstiltskin thing wasn't until after I did the this plays
I
Rumpelstiltskin
know.
thing.
So she's like, "Where's Rumpelstiltskin? Rumpelstiltskin!" And he gets on stage, and then there's the end where he rips his pants and everybody laughs, and Kim just curtsies, and she's like, "The end." so I'll give my favorite scene to the stage play.
I'm giving my favorite scene to the opening scene because I do really like that scene, despite the harsh comments I made to it in my notes. Now, where
So
do we rank it?
I really like this episode.
I liked this episode more than I thought I did. Just
I
going back and
really
reading
like this
my notes.
episode. I don't think it's better than Food Fight, but I
Oh,
do
definitely.
think it's better than Peace, Love, and Woe.
I forgot which one's Peace, Love, and Wow.
Billy's weird girlfriend gets
Oh, definitely
kidnapped.
not. It's right below Peace, Love, and Woe.
Why? Peace, Love, and Woe is not even that good.
I like the Billy content.
Yeah,
And
there's
the
plenty of that. There's about
and
1,000 episodes that are like that, and most
here's
of
the
them are
other thing.
better.
Here's the other thing. That's also technically the first super mode, despite it doing literally nothing.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Come
And it has
on.
some really cool fights, you have to admit.
They're
And Rita
regular
being stupid as
fights.
fuck. And Rita being stupid as fuck.
This episode is full of good content. There's a good fucking high school plot with the school play. There's good fucking emotional ties. Bulk and Skull show a little sympathy for the first time.
But also,
Fucking
Skull is just unable to.
Skull has autism.
Skull has autism.
Fucking Tommy pulls the fucking gotcha bitch on the putties. Come on, this is better than Peach, Love, and Woe.
But Peace, Love, and Woe has a really good episode.
So is this.
I'm not saying it's not. I just like Peace, Love, and Woe just a little bit more.
I don't. I think this is way better.
You and I disagree.
Peace, Love, and Woe has some good things, but I think this
Peace,
is
Love,
like
and
a
Woe is
deeper
really
episode.
good. It's also a really good episode for pre Green with Evil. I don't know why I said Teen with Evil in my head.
Teen with Evil.
Teen with Evil. It's just anytime Trent is on screen.
What?
Anytime Trent is on screen after getting that Dino Gem, it's just Teen with Evil.
Oh, well, I said preteen with evil, so I was like, Trent?
Oh. Well,
Because you
I was,
said you were trying to say pre-Green with Evil, and you said a preteen with Evil, and I was like, preteen with Evil?
that sounds like a Justin
And then you
plot.
were like, Trent? And I'm like, Trent?
Like pre as in before. So that's how my brain was thinking. I got pre right.
That'd be Tommy, too. Tommy was a teen when he was
No,
evil.
my thought was he's only that way for 5 episodes. Trent is up that like that for a long time. So my thought was like, Teen with Evil is just Trent for like the majority of Dino Thunder.
Listen, Peace, Love, and Woe has good content, but I think Wheel of Misfortune is much denser with good content. Part
I
of me
still,
even wants to put it above Food Fight. I'm
hell
not
no,
going to, but
hell no.
it's close.
No, it's definitely not better than Food Fight. That's
I
the
don't know,
thing.
man.
That's the fingering cake episode.
I don't care what our dumb joke title was. Don't factor that into the ranking.
That's not why I'm ranking it higher than that. Food Fight is just a genuinely better episode.
Correct.
But that
By
was
a very slim margin.
part. No, not really. By like a pretty decent margin, in my opinion.
I don't think so. I think this episode is full of really good shit.
You and I disagree.
How?
Because it is good. It is full of really good shit. But I like Peace, Love, and Woe more.
Peace, Love, and Woe doesn't even have that much shit.
But it's still a really good episode, in my opinion.
I don't think it's that good. It's good, but I don't think it's that good.
It balances all of
I think it's too high.
in Power Rangers.
What?
It does to a surprising extent. Minus like Zord fights.
What are you
But
talking
beyond that,
about?
most of the other shit that Peace, Love, and Woe has was pretty fucking good. You got good kid content that is just really good, in my opinion.
Not
Gave Billy his first
special.
bitch. Gave Billy his first bitch.
First of the 1,000.
Yeah, but it's his first bitch.
I don't
That's
care.
special.
Wait, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
His first bitch was the deaf bitch.
Wait, am I thinking about the wrong episode?
Probably. It's not the deaf bitch one. That's different
then
drum.
Never mind.
Wait, this whole time you thought it was the deaf bitch one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's different drum is the deaf bitch one. I don't know why I keep calling her a bitch.
Different drum is, I don't know why I was thinking about different drum. Different drum is way better than this.
Yeah, different drum is number 2.
Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking about that episode. That's why I was like, no.
Peace, Love, and Woe had the chick with the net.
But you see why I was like, no, you were so wrong about that, right?
Yes, because different drum is number 2. Different drum is great. Peace, Love, and Woe is decent. The only real thing Peace, Love, and Woe has going for it. Wait, you kind of remembered it because you mentioned the super mode that doesn't do anything.
Oh wait, did I?
You got to mix. You got to mix together. You fucking
did I do that?
You fucking put them in a salad in your head.
The super mode is cool, but that's about all that episode has for it, apparently.
I mean, it also has Madame Woe, which is a pretty sick monster, but I don't think that's enough to make it better than this episode. So coming in at number 9, Wheel of Misfortune. So folks, next week, we all know until we finish the new show, we're on that rotation. So what are we watching next week? What's episode 3 of Cosmic Fury called?
I don't fucking know. I don't have that pulled up.
We'll do a Google real quick while I fix these rankings.
Hold on. Cosmic Fury load. Off grid.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week for Off Grid.
And
Pro, where can our listeners find you?
Hold on.
What do you mean and? We're only doing one.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Never mind. Never mind. You spent so long bitching at me to do 2.
Yeah, and then I realized there's much less filler in this than Mighty Morphin, and it took us fucking 5 hours to talk about 2 episodes. So I toned it down.
Part of that was an hour and a half rant about fucking bullshit.
Well, still. Well, no, because a lot of that, not a lot of that rant, but like a decent chunk of that rant was me and you and Jack arguing about fucking season numbers, and I cut that shit out. So
But still, aside from the season numbers, there was still a long ass fucking rant in that episode. Because Hasbro sucks.
big if true.
Anyway, you can find me at linktr.ee/crow_royalty because somebody took my goddamn link. There you can find my show that has not had an episode in even longer than it took to do this show, Riely.
Yeah.
Because
Almost like
Riely
I'm
deleted
not. Almost
the
like I'm not a
episode
co-host
we
of
did in
that one.
October. And you can also find my Twitter, which I don't think you want, but you can find it there.
Your Twitter, which you don't do anything on because you refuse to share the Twitter you do things on, which is stupid.
I don't. I'm still trying to remember my login to my actual Twitter. That's the issue I'm running into.
Wait, have you been using the Crow Royalty one?
It's been fucking. I've been trying to remember the password to it. That's why I haven't been using it in like the past 2 weeks.
Wait, you have two different Twitter accounts. You have the one that you put in your shit, and then you have your real one.
Yeah, and I'm trying because the password got locked on my other phone. I'm trying to remember the fucking password because I
So
can't
which one have
see
you been using?
the one that people don't need to know about.
That's stupid.
Because the one that people don't need to know about is where all of the shit that's private is at.
Why do you have private shit on a public Twitter?
Because I can't figure out how to make my Twitter private.
Why do you need it to be private? You're just posting Toku shit. It's not like you're posting fucking my name is first name last name and I live at fucking 308 Negro Royal Lane. You're just fucking retweeting Toku.
Okay, you haven't looked at my likes. That's good.
Or you're like liking porn. Who cares?
Me, because I don't want that on my fucking public shit. Or like my main like podcast associated account.
You don't need a podcast associated account just to have a Twitter. We don't have podcast associated accounts, Pro Royalty. Demigloom's Twitter account is Demigloom. My Twitter account is Riely Tweets. We don't have fucking two accounts. We have accounts for our podcast, but we don't have accounts for ourselves separately to plug on podcasts. Anyway, folks, linktr.ee/rielycinematicuniverse. You know it. You see it in the description. You can click on it there if you really want to. There's cool stuff in there. You can listen to Detour Ahead. It's a good show. I recommend it highly. The Issue Crew, also a good show that I recommend highly. And folks, thank you for listening to Megazord Radio. And until next time, we're morphing out of here. It's morphin' time! Twitter.com/.
Fuck you.